Gaffer, thanks for joining us. Can you give us your thoughts on today's performance?
A wonderful team performance. Some great individual performances as well. Structure was good. We got into a rhythm nice and early into the game, which was good. Moved the ball fantastically well, and some really good goals. So proud of that young team. The way we had the bravery to move the ball, get on the ball, the rotation was good, particularly the 3-10s in there, caused them a lot of problems. We were slightly disappointed conceding 2 goals. We're trying to push for that 6th and 7th goal. We probably should have managed the game a little bit better. But listen, they're a good team, East Fife. They've beat a lot of teams this year comfortably. We felt the previous games with them were a bit more tighter than the scoreline suggested, but I think that scoreline today was a fair result. I think the expression and the freedom that that young team showed was really enjoyable to watch.
I mean, we're trying not to bring up individuals, but today, obviously, the front two certainly pressed high and made it difficult for them. But to call out TB Darimola getting his first goal, and he's certainly set the tempo. With help for Stokesy, but he certainly set the tempo today.
Yeah, listen, the front two were magnificent. The press was good, their intention was good. Straight off the bat, they were getting at the back 2 centre halves, which is important. We were trying to work out their formation nice and early, because I know they made a few changes today. But also the 3-10s. Coming onto that ball, the manipulation of the football in tight areas, coming out with the ball, as I say, the creativity. But I'm really pleased for T-Way. But I think we could mention 7, 8, 10 players today that were magnificent. I thought Jason Jarvis today was outstanding. He was itching for his hat-trick there in the last 10 minutes. But that second goal he scored was out of this one. In fact, I think mostly all the goals today were of a really high calibre of football. And that's what's important. I want to see my teams express themselves. We're an entertaining, expressive team, and I need to see that. And we've got to show it, I wouldn't even say more often, because they've showed it a lot this year. But we're going to keep pushing, we're going to keep working them. And the more they keep learning and developing, and the work we're doing on the training ground to identify what they all need to get better at as individuals, we're seeing it pay off on a Saturday.
And we talk about creating monsters in that dressing room, winning monsters. It shows, to coin a phrase, good bounce back ability after the disappointment of last week, to then put a performance in like that against the top of the table.
Yeah, listen, they've been threatening it. And there's been many times, I think, this season where I felt we could have been 2 or 3-0 up by half time. A little bit more clinical, we would have done that. But I think the team's maturing well. I think they're developing well. And what we're asking sometimes is, yes, and we put a lot of demands on these young players for fitness levels, for technical levels, the ability to create and score goals. We're always pushing the guys to ask them what they've done. What's their numbers after the game? How many goals have you scored? How many assists have you done? How many clean sheets have you kept? And they're taking to it very well. But listen, the scary thing is there's a lot more to go from this young squad. And we're only starting getting into a teeth into him. I think, as I say, I think it's been 8-9 months we've had him now, which is the really exciting thing for me as a coach, to watch these guys progress so quickly, knowing that they've got so much more development space. And that's what we're here for. We're here to develop these young players. And listen, like we said, a lot of the guys might not be looking at the same type of player I'm looking at. But that same type of player fits into my system. And it's important we keep recruiting these guys well for the summer coming up, as we have another 6 weeks left of the season, to see what it brings us.
Michael, thanks for your time as always. Good luck next week.
Appreciate it. Thank you.